The next several problems have to do with the specific heat, heat of fusion, heat of vaporization, those topics, right? The question says 75.8 grams of a substance at an initial temperature of 97.6 Celsius. So it could be some kind of hot material. You take it and you place it in 64.9 grams of water at a temperature of 24.5 Celsius. So the water is initially 24.5 Celsius. You're taking this substance and then you're dumping it in the water. The substance is 97.6 degrees Celsius. And the final temperature of the equilibrium comes to 53.6. We want to know what is the specific heat of that substance. We're assuming that all the heat flowing out of the substance, the heat out of substance, we're assuming all of that goes into the heat of the water. So heat gained by water. So in order for that to happen, you have to have like a good calorimeter, a good thermos, and the ideal situation would be to vacuum out the space in between so that no heat goes out of the system or comes into the system. So heat out of the substance is the mass of the substance times the specific heat of the substance times the change in temperature, which equals the heat gained by the water, mass of water, specific heat of water, times change in temperature of the water, right? So the mass of the substance we know is what? 75.8. The specific heat of the substance we don't know. The change in temperature of the substance is what? When I'm doing it this way, I have to make sure both sides are positive. I'm looking for the absolute value of the change of the temperature here and the absolute value of the change of the temperature here, right? So in order to make this positive, I gotta say the initial temperature of the substance, 97.6, minus the final temperature of the equilibrium system, which is 53.6, is equal to the mass of the water, which was 64.9. What is the specific heat of water? The specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram per Celsius. 1 calorie per gram per Celsius. So you put 1 here. Now how do I make this positive? So that the heat out of the substance is positive and then gained by the water is positive, and I can set them equal. So to make the waters positive, you say 53.6 minus the initial temperature of the water, which was 24.5. So I'm basically just solving for C. So it's just a matter of taking these numbers, putting it down here. 64.9 times 53.6 minus 24.5 divided by 75.8 and times 97.6 minus 53.6. You got to make sure this is all in the denominator, and we get specific heat of the substance is equal to 0.566. So it's about half the specific heat of water, okay? So there are many sets of types of problems that you can do with this. These are called calorimetry problems, okay? Using the equation for specific heat, heat of fusion, heat of vaporization, and all of that. So I'm going to do several more sets of examples like this, okay? Thank you.